My name is Joe A. Boyd. I'm the Commissioner of the Professional Putters Association, and I welcome you to Lake Charles, Louisiana, the site of the 55th Annual Professional Putters Association National Championship. It is at this location that we are determining the greatest putter in the world for the 2014 season. This week-long event will begin with a doubles tournament. This is a fun event where two pros play with each other and try to do a combined score that is lower, obviously, than everybody else's, with the winner taking home very nice trophies. We have a Tournament Players Championship. This is a $10,000 event where all the money goes to charity. In this case, it's Colors of the Cause for our 2014 charity. And first place in that tournament is $1,500. And then the week is highlighted by the 12-round, $50,000 PPA National Championship. And first place in that event is $10,000. We expect about 80 pros to be playing in this event, about 25 amateurs, so our field will be over 100 this year, which is the largest field in some time.
How about a half a dozen Chromax balls? Let's see who's gonna get a half a dozen of them funky colored golf balls. I mean, they're green and gold and silver. Make you think like you're an old school pinball machine.
It is my honor, and I have two plaques. It's my honor to present you your trophy, signifying your championship form. Charles, congratulations. Very nice. Nice to have you. Congratulations to our amateur champion.
But I can remember when Al Simpson had the Putt golf course out there on Highway 14. And to tell you the truth, that's part of my growing up. And what I try to remind people is that, you know, when you're growing up, there's certain things in life that you identify with. And for me, Putt was one of them. But to all of you, I want to say congratulations and thank you for taking the time to come here to Southwest Louisiana, and also for investing your talents in helping to promote Putt.
Before we begin the formalities, I'd like to introduce Greg Simpson, who has a special presentation.
Thank you all for coming.
I'm going to echo the welcome. It is so good to see all of you here. And I'm Greg's mother. Al is pleased as well.
Everyone here, in some way or another, whether you personally met him or not, has been touched by Al Simpson. That's right. Not only, even if you're a young player, you were influenced by someone who was touched by him.
I told them that for me to stand up here and talk anything about my father would probably not happen. So I've kind of asked Danny to take the lead and share some of his stories with y'all.
We do appreciate everyone that's here today, and I know that, for one, I speak for myself, and I know I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Al Simpson.
Al was a great friend of our family, a great friend of mine. You've heard that he's owned 2 golf courses here in Lake Charles. He was a member of the board of directors of Putt, a member of the board of directors of the Professional Putters Association. He was a national tournament director. He's a Hall of Fame member, but most importantly, he's a husband. He was a husband and a father And we thank you for everything. He did such a great job. Thank you for everything that you've done, and thank you for your hospitality. Thank you, Al. Be with us for the rest of the evening, and now it's time for some presentations.
I know a lot of you have helped out with this. We selected early on this year. I know that 4 or 5 years ago, the Professional Putters Association adopted a policy of helping out local charities when they come to town. And I thought about many times getting involved with local charities and coming up with some annual things. And I know it's still an occasion for me. I don't know about some of you because I look at the top of your head. But when I sit in a barber chair, they're always talking. And there was a woman barber next to me. I was kind of telling her about this event, about what we were planning. And she said, "Oh my God, I know who you got to call. I know this great charity. And it's the Colors for a Cause. People have, Todd, can I get you in your ride?" Okay, come on up here. What we did for the 8 weeks during the 60 days of savings, on Wednesdays, we allowed people to play free as long as they donated at least 60 cents to Colors for a Cause. And they came out in the evening times and assisted and promoted. And they found out a lot about the putt-putt business. First day, it rained. They made 13 bucks. There are days I wish I made 13 bucks.
One of the things we do, we provide the families that have a child fighting cancer with funds for travel expenses back and forth for treatment. If they need assistance with their utility bills, if they need help with gas money and giving them a gas card, if they need help with their rent, whatever we can help them to maintain a quality of life while their child is fighting cancer, we're going to try to do that for them. This is a certificate of appreciation. It says, "This certificate is awarded to David McCosker for your outstanding support of Colors for a Cause Louisiana," and I'm presenting that to you tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Excuse us, and Mr. Gregg, I wanted to present this certificate of appreciation for your support from Putt of Lake Charles and yourself and the whole Simpson family for everything that y'all did for us this weekend. I will tell you, the staff at the Putt of Lake Charles yesterday worked their behinds off and were excellent and very courteous to us and to everybody I saw them dealing with. So everybody, if we could give the staff a hand clap, please.
We're gonna get Danny Tatum to come up here and bring something because he did this. We sat down this afternoon and our cumulative efforts that we presented with them earlier this evening is $13,110.70.
The Professional Putters Association 2013 APA Division Player of the Year, Joey Graybill, Bristol, Tennessee. The BPA 2013 Tracy Moore Stroke Average Leader in the Pro Division, 25.89, Greg Newport. Mr. Newport, please accept your award for the Pro Division Player of the Year for 2013 as well. 2014 PPA Legends Diamond Jubilee Cup winner, the Pro Division. We held a tournament in honor, or beginning on the June 21st, which was the 60th birthday of Putt. We went back to the home of Putt in Fayetteville, a suburb, Hope Mills. Congratulations on your victory. Thank you. sticking around. It's my pleasure to present the 2014 TPC APA Division winner to Randall Smith. Randall. Randy Statham and Bill Kirby. Bill Kirby, your 2014 TPC Pro Division winner.
Nice feature, very blessed man, did a very great player. Randy's one of the great players of the game. For me to beat him and to win another majors, I'm incredibly blessed. Thank you, Bill.
Quite a day yesterday and quite some putting for our 2014 Seniors National Champion and the APA Division winner, Mr. Randall Smith. Can't hold the microphone. Congratulations, Randall.
I will say a couple of words. I've enjoyed my time down here. Really want to say thanks to Greg and all the Simpsons and everybody that works here. We had a great time, and I had a great time, and made a lot of new friends down here, especially Mike Huckabee. And just want to thank you.
Thank you, Randall. Randall, come on back up. You got one more of these. Fabulous playing today as well. Fabulous playing for all 12 rounds. With a score of 320, you are the national champion runner-up in the APA division. Congratulations again to you.
And on this deal, I want to congratulate Mike Johnson. He's played good all year, and he's improved constantly, and he's just a great putter, and expect great things out of him. And just best wishes to him.
Thank you. Okay. In the amateur division today, I'm happy to present the National Championship Trophy to Mike Johnson.
All right, Mike.
Well, he walked off of 18. He said, heck of a birthday present, isn't it? So let's wish him a happy birthday.
I thank Joe for all the work he does, thankless sometimes. All the people that have helped me this year, Newport standing in front of me, Rick Beard, Rick Culverhouse, Matt McCaslin, Vanette. There's a lot of other people out there that helped me a lot this year. Gary Hester that isn't here that beats me up every week or one way or another, but thanks.
Congratulations to Joe. Nice play. Kevin Lacey, where are you? Where? Congratulations. Runner-up finish in the national championship. Kevin Lacey, congratulations.
First of all, I want to say thanks to Greg Simpson, Danny Tatum, David McCollister, Mickey DeLuca, Pat Simpson. I'm sure there's someone missing. Lisa, Cindy, that put on a great tournament this week. The charity event, everything was first class, and I want to say thank you to them. And to Jeff Smith, I know you've been close twice. You lost in a playoff. I got to stay with you in 2008 when I won the Nationals. We've been good friends ever since. Hung out a lot this week. I was really glad to see you win it, even if it was at my expense. I want to say congratulations, Jeff.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Stay up here, sir. We have two trophies for you. Your 2014 PPA National and PPA Senior National Champion, Jeff Smith.
Thank you, Joe. And obviously, I first do want to thank the Simpsons and the employees of the Lake Charles Putt for everything they did to get these courses into great putting condition and everything they did to host a wonderful national championship week. I want to thank my wife, Kay, who was so supportive, and I haven't said it before, but I'm going to say it right now. When the Nationals were announced to be in Lake Charles, she told me that I was going to be the winner. I thank you. Your confidence and support means a lot. And then thank you to the fellows I played with yesterday. Greg and Andy really encouraged me, and they both do all the time, and I appreciate that. And to Kevin, and Andy that I played with today. We had a really good group, and I just feel really fortunate. One more thing, I want to thank some of the players that have helped me the most over the years. And that would be the person that got me into putt-putt, Rainey Statham. He may not even know he got me into it, but I saw him on TV and then went out to the brand new putt-putt at Coit Road and have been playing ever since. And to Bryce Bergeson and Cliff Matthews. And I'm probably forgetting some. And the support of the former national champions yesterday and today. And you guys know who you are.
And then the one everybody wants, the national championship trophy.
This is my first time coming to Lake Charles. It's a beautiful facility. I've heard good things about it. They've had a lot of national tournaments here over the years, but this year they hosted the national championship in 2014.
Yeah, this was a great week, and to be fortunate enough to win the national championship against this field of the best putters in the world, I feel really fortunate to have been able to do that.